Well, good evening to all of you shooters and reloaders out there. It's Fortune Cookie 45LC coming to you from the Hot Lead Zone. And today was Veterans Day, so I hope you had a good chance to commemorate and remember the great veterans that we have. So to them, thank you very much for the great service to our country. Tonight we're going to go ahead and do a video on Speer bullets. Well, tonight we're going to do a video on Speer bullets, but we're going to keep it simple because we're just going to talk about hot core and deep curl bullets, and these are readily available to us today and offer a good bullet for us to use for hunting applications and even range shooting, although it's a little more expensive to use these bullets for just going to the range, but we certainly can do that. Let's go ahead and look at some of these hot core and deep curl Speer bullets. So the previous packaging was like this, but now the packaging is like this. Well, the hot core bullets were actually developed back in 1970 by Vernon Speer, and what he did was, instead of the traditional way of making bullets by taking a bullet jacket that's been drawn, copper cup that's drawn up into a jacket, and then they went ahead and inserted a lead core and then formed it until they got a bullet. Well, instead of doing that, Vernon Speer came up with the idea, again in 1970, to melt the lead and pour it into the bullet jacket. And that caused a kind of a thermal adhesion of the lead to the jacket, as well as a nice solid filled lead core. I'm not sure how they handled the thermal shrinkage of the lead core, but perhaps they also heated up the bullet jacket at the same time and let them both cool together so that they kind of joined nicely together. So these hot core bullets have been made ever since then, and they're great for taking deer and black bear and hogs, this kind of game. This happens to be a 45-70 350 grain hot core bullet, and you can see that it has a nice exposed lead tip. So this first bullet here happens to be a 35 caliber 180 grain hot core bullet for the 35 Remington, or also the 357 Maximum. And the next one's a hot core bullet for the 45-70, and it is 350 grains soft point, formed with the hot core process. Now, interestingly, Speer uses the same process to create their Grand Slam bullets, which is the top of the line Speer bullets. And again, that's a hot core. The melted lead is poured into the bullet jacket, but the bullet jackets and the Grand Slams have an enclosed tip so you don't get nose damage in bolt action rifles. And then you have a thicker section down here on the base, maintain the weight retention, and then there are little ridges inside the base to further bond the jacket to the core, and then there are little flutes on the inside of the jacket near the nose to control expansion. That's the Speer Grand Slam. At any rate, these are hot core bullets, great for deer, black bear, and hogs. Now, after ATK purchased the company, they came out with a different kind of manufacturing process, but still very innovative. What they did was they took the lead core, and instead of inserting it into the bullet jacket, they plated the jackets on there. That's why they have this look. It's a plated bullet, but it's plated thick. And expansion's controlled by a thicker base portion. But here you see some deep curl bullets that are handgun bullets. What you see here are 41 caliber, 44 caliber, and 45 caliber deep curl bullets. Now here are the deep curl bullets. They have a remarkable similarity to the gold dots without the gold dot. What you have here is a 41 caliber 210 grain, 240 grain 44 caliber, and 250 grain 45 caliber. All of these have been well tested in the hunting fields and are among the most favorite bullets for America's deer hunters, hog hunters, and black bear hunters. Now, you might be a fan of Hornady bullets or also a fan of Speer bullets, Noslers, but you should go ahead and give Speer a good look because they are a very viable alternative and even a primary for a lot of our hunters in the field today. The old saying is as true as it ever was, and that is, if you put the bullet in a good place, the Speer bullets won't let you down. Bye for now.